You were taught to earn basic respect, not trust, not leadership, not responsibility. Basic respect. And those are not the same thing. Somewhere along the way, many of us were taught a lesson that sounded wise, but was only half true. Respect is earned. You've probably heard that your entire life. And in one sense, it's absolutely true. Trust is earned. Leadership is earned. Influence is earned. Credibility is earned. But basic human dignity? That was never supposed to be earned. That was supposed to be the starting point. Trust is earned. Basic human dignity is not. The moment you confuse those two, you'll spend your life trying to earn something that should have been freely given. Nobody is born believing they have to prove they deserve kindness. Nobody is born believing they have to earn the right to be spoken to with dignity. Those are lessons, and every lesson has a teacher. Maybe it came from a parent. Maybe it came from a classroom. Maybe it came from religion. Maybe it came from culture. Maybe it came from watching the adults around you. Maybe it came from years of hearing things like, don't upset people, be the bigger person, keep everyone happy, don't make waves, be grateful for whatever you get. Those lessons by themselves aren't necessarily wrong, but somewhere along the way, many people quietly added another sentence. If I do all of this, then maybe I'll deserve respect. That's where the misunderstanding begins. Because now you're no longer growing in character. You're auditioning for dignity. And the moment you start auditioning for dignity, you'll begin accepting treatment that no human being should ever have to accept. Look at what happens after that. You over-explain, you over-apologize, you over-give, you over-function. You become afraid to disappoint people, afraid to say no, afraid to speak honestly. Not because you're weak either, but because somewhere deep inside, you believe that your value is tied to your usefulness. And I want to stop right there for a second because even the shirt that I chose to wear today connects to this message for me. Sometimes you need something that reminds you of who you already are, not who you have to become for somebody, not what you have to accomplish, not how useful you have to be, not how much you have to give, who you already are. And if you like this shirt, I'll have it linked below for you. You can check it out after this video. And I really want you to hear this part. You were never supposed to perform your way into worthiness. Your value was never supposed to rise and fall based on how useful you could make yourself to other people. So every time someone mistreats you, your first thought isn't, they shouldn't be treating me this way. Your first thought becomes, what did I do wrong? That's what conditioning does. It teaches good people to question themselves before they question unhealthy behavior. And there's something I want you to notice. Have you ever met someone who expects respect without giving it? They interrupt people, belittle people, lie to people, manipulate people, mock people, disrespect boundaries. Yet somehow they still expect everyone else to treat them with dignity. Why? Because even they understand something. Basic respect should be the minimum. And the contradiction is they expect it for themselves while refusing to extend it to others. That's not strength. That's entitlement. And you know what respect looks like? Basic respect is speaking to someone without degrading them. It's listening without treating their thoughts like they don't matter. It's honoring boundaries. It's disagreeing without humiliation. It's refusing to manipulate someone just because you can. It's recognizing another person's humanity, even when you don't agree with them. That's basic respect. Notice something. None of that requires someone to earn it. It says far more about your character than it does about theirs. The way someone treats another human being says more about their character than the other person's worth. Now, trust, that's different. Trust is earned. If someone lies repeatedly, trust changes. If someone proves they're unreliable, trust changes. If someone abuses responsibility, responsibility changes. Those things are earned over time, but basic dignity, that should never depend on performance. And one of the greatest shifts you'll ever make is realizing you don't have to earn the right to be treated like a human being. You simply have to decide whether you'll continue giving access to people who refuse to treat you that way. There's a huge difference because once you stop asking, how do I get them to respect me? You begin asking, why am I staying where basic respect isn't even the standard? That's the question that changes everything. That's the question that changes your life. And that's exactly why I wrote Ashes from Survival to Stability. Because before you can build confidence, before you can reclaim your power, you first have to uncover the survival beliefs that have been quietly running your life. Beliefs like, I have to earn love. I have to earn acceptance. I have to earn basic respect. Those aren't truths. Those are survival strategies. And survival strategies that once protected you can eventually become the very things that keep you stuck. You see, Ashes is about recognizing those beliefs, understanding where they came from, and beginning the journey of replacing them with healthier ones so that you can build a future that is no longer controlled by your past. You were taught to earn basic respect. But not every lesson you were taught deserved to be carried into your future. Some lessons are meant to be questioned, some are meant to be unlearned, and some are meant to be replaced with healthier truths. And here's one of them. You don't have to prove your humanity. You simply have to protect it. And once you understand that, you stop begging for bare minimum. You stop confusing tolerance with respect. You stop shrinking yourself to make other people comfortable, because basic respect isn't a prize for perfect people. It's the foundation of every healthy relationship. And from this day forward, don't settle for relationships that ask you to earn the foundation. Build your life with people who start there. Peace, blessings, love, and power.